Well, yeah, I was asking, you know, like about the shellfish thing and why there's still a focus on gay stuff and not on the things like shellfish and the selling your daughter as a slave type thing and the stuff like that, stoning disobedient children, things like that. I mean, clearly you came here to the gay pride thing, so you had to expect a couple people to talk to you, right?
Would I come here with an abortion sign if it was a gay thing? No.
Oh.
Would I go to an abortion clinic with a gay sign? No.
Sure.
This
Okay.
fits the cause for today.
All right.
I can have a signs from here to the corner on all the sins of this nation.
Yeah.
This is the one I am focusing on today. But you're right. The sin of gossip is just as wrong as the sin of homosexuality. Absolutely. They're all in the same boat.
Okay.
We should make an attempt to live a holy life for the Lord. That is His requirement of us.
Okay.
And when He gives us directions in Romans chapter 1, 1 Corinthians 9, they say very clearly, homosexuals will have no part in the kingdom of heaven.
Okay.
For a reason. Because it's a sin.
But I mean, would that make the shellfish thing a sin too?
The shellfish was for a reason for the people of Israel.
Okay.
They were God's chosen people. Shellfish could be very poisonous if it was not cooked correctly.
Okay.
So was pork. Same thing. There was reasons. God knew the capability of their human body, but they do not. We do now. We know we need to cook our chicken. We know we need to cook our pork. Back then, they did not know that. And pork was susceptible to salmonella poisoning. That's one of the reasons why God said just stay away from it entirely, because eventually you're going to screw it up and you're going to die from it without realizing it. And they wouldn't know what they died from.
Okay. Well,
Now, the thing with the menstruation, there was a reason why the woman was put out. For one thing, it gave her rest. So she didn't, because they didn't know how a woman got pregnant. They just knew you had sex with her.
right. But God.
They did not know that when she is menstruating, she could not get pregnant. So women who were barren, this was something that God said, don't have sex during her menstruation cycle, because she won't get pregnant.
But that's the thing that I don't get is, like, you know, if God knew, then if He knew that it was safe, why would He?
To somebody you take somebody 4,000 years ago,
Sure.
explain to them the benefits of a menstruation cycle or the whole birth process. It'll be Greek.
Sure.
They would not understand it.
Absolutely.
So God had to make it clear.
Okay.
You have sex with a woman during her period, you are then unclean. That they understood.
Yeah.
That they understood. Not to mention, blood carried a lot of diseases.
Sure.
That's why God says stay away from a woman who's externally bleeding. Carried a lot of diseases, which they had no idea what a disease was.
Right.
They had no concept of germs.
But God would have known, right? Why did?
God knew all along, but
Why wouldn't He just put it in the?
Too much for them to know. But today, knowledge has increased, and that has given us our answer. And now God's backed off.
Okay.
God says, okay, now you know why you can't have sex during the menstruation cycle. She won't get pregnant.
Okay.
Now
Well,
you know that.
I guess I'd never heard that before. I would just think, I would just think if God were omnipotent, He would have put it all in the first part with DNA and
Humans were stupid.
But I mean, they didn't know about DNA back then either, and they didn't know that like being gay is a genetic thing, and it's
Years ago, we would not
they
have
didn't
known
know
what
that.
this meant
They
to
know that
DNA
now.
somebody.
Right. Like
That comes with knowledge.
sure, you know, it's you know, it just hasn't changed for years and years and years. I guess that's always been my problem with it, and I'm not hostile really.
You're actually,
I'm inquisitive. I'm inquisitive. Yep.
And
Okay.
God destroyed certain people for certain behaviors. He destroyed sons
Uh-huh.
of people who were disobedient because it causes a problem within the community. When you have one disobedient, runaway child, he will contaminate the rest. That's the reason why God says you stop it now.
Sure.
You have a